There's a problem down at the pier. Your ships are being turned back the minute they enter the harbor.
Why?
Well, the longshoremen are refusing to unload the cargo. If this keeps happening, Lorenzo, you could lose millions of dollars.
Well, there must be another way to put the shipments through.
Well, your men have thought of that. They tried to offload the cargo further south and drive it up, but your truck yards have all been closed for road repairs.
That sounds like someone's doing this on purpose.
It's Sonny. He's taking advantage of your illness to try and bankrupt your business. With you out of the way, he will get complete control of the waterfront.
What should I do?
You just lie here and you focus on getting better, okay? I'm gonna take care of Sonny.
I want confirmation as soon as the transaction goes through.
All right, I'll let you know as soon as I hear something.
Good. Where are we with Alcazar?
Well, between the labor problems and the new construction, his entire operation is at a complete standstill.
That's the first step. We need to force Alcazar to sell off all his holdings along the waterfront.
Well, you know he's not going to give those up without a fight.
Well, I want you to find a reason. Zone changes, code violations, whatever you got to do to force Alcazar's hand. If that doesn't work, then you get our friends over at Harbor Patrol to seize all his warehouses for illegal commerce.
Sonny, you know if you do all this, Alcazar's not going to have any choice but to retaliate.
Stan. Alcazar's flat on his back, his brains are scrambled, his government contacts have all been dried up. Alcazar's never been more vulnerable.
All right, everything's in place. Just waiting for confirmation.
Sky coordinating?
Yeah, send her in. Just call me as soon as you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Back off, Lorenzo, or I'll finish what he started.
So, Alcazar has you making his threats now?
Lorenzo isn't as helpless as you seem to think. If you don't stop putting pressure on Lorenzo's business, your own piers will be shut down for good, as well as your foreign holdings, including your casinos, will be at risk from outside interference.
Is that so?
See, Lorenzo has both the power and the money to take away what you've worked so hard to build. So, Sonny, if you want a war, you got one.
Okay, I get what you're trying to do here, and I understand. You know, Alcazar's the father of your child. You want to protect Alcazar and your little girl. But I think that you're way over your head here. And if you're not careful, you're going to end up collateral damage.
Is that a threat?
No, it's not a threat. It's a warning. See, I've turned a blind eye to Alcazar way too long. And look what happened. Robin got shot, Alan's dead.
Lorenzo had no idea that Craig would double-cross him.
He had no idea? He brought Craig here knowing he was dangerous.
Lorenzo didn't have a choice.
Well, he does now. He could either stay here, right? Or he could leave. But I tell you what, right now, he's not doing business in this town.
There's no way Sonny's going to agree to a truce. And I don't know enough about your holdings to predict what he's going to go after next.
If I hadn't tried to kill Sonny, you wouldn't be in this position right now.
Lorenzo, come on, you had no choice. Sonny was intercepting your cargo. You had to make sure he wasn't going to interfere with that shipment you were moving for the government. Which, by the way, they haven't tried to contact you, have they?
No, the phone hasn't rung.
Oh, good. I can only handle one crisis at a time.
Just wish there was something I could do to help to get up. Shouldn't have to deal with this alone.
Hey, come on, don't worry about me, all right? I'm a fast learner. And by the way, I've already set up a meeting with some of your people to see what we can do about protecting your interests.
Thank you. I don't know what I would do without you in my life.
Well, you're never gonna have to find out. How are you? Well, you just let me get some rest, okay? I'll be back later.
Okay. Alcazar, the situation is under control. No, Mr. Corintho is overreaching himself, and I will be in a perfect position to take advantage of his mistake.
Thank you, Dimitri. Yes, I have the paperwork, and I will try to get to St. Petersburg for the meeting with the investors.
Nightmare, Nicholas. Now, we live or die together. Mr. Cassadine, you see, I've injected you with a lethal, fast-acting, and none too pleasant poison. And I'm the only one with a counteragent, which means you're going to do exactly as I tell you.
You escaped from there with your life. Why would you come back here?
Very good, Mr. Cassadine. You're keeping your panic at bay. You're drawing me into conversation to buy time and assess the situation. Very good.
You know the police are looking for you.
Oh, I can't say I blame them. But they won't be searching here, which means you're entirely at my mercy. You know, I must confess, you were one of my more annoying hostages. And I'm tempted to sit back and watch the last hour of your life. You see, as the drug does its work, you'll struggle with increasing fear and panic to continue breathing. Fortunately, you have a more agreeable option. You see, my buyers were extremely disappointed that I failed to deliver the goods that were being held at the Metrocourt vault. So I need a new identity, deniability, money for my next venture. And you are in a position to provide them all. In exchange, you get to stay alive.
I am so tired of this place. I want to go home.
I know. But the doctors just want to do this last round of tests. They want to monitor you closely.
I know we can't take any chances.
I'm sorry, Lorenzo. I know this has to be so frustrating for you having these gaps in your memory. But the good news is you're getting better. This is all pointing in the right direction.
Yeah, doesn't feel that way in me.
You just have to give yourself more time.
Right. But even that I may not fully remember. This could go on for a long time.
Think positive. I am going to be there with you every step of the way, okay? Pushing you, nagging you. So if you don't want to hear any of that, you have no choice but to get better, okay?
I appreciate the warning.
And, I'm doing what I can to protect your business interests from Sonny. So don't worry.
What would I do without you?
You'll never have to find out.
I think this is gonna get a lot easier once I get home with you and Lila Ray.
I know.
Mr. Alcazar,
Yes.
the doctors are ready for you.
See you later.
I'll be here.
Heard Alcazar was being released from the hospital today.
He's having his final tests.
Any progress?
Very little. He's still disoriented. Mood swings, memory lapses.
Textbook case, huh?
What do you mean?
Well, soldiers with head trauma suffer the same kind of symptoms as Alcazar has. You know, confusion, volatility, memory lapse, that sort of thing, frustration. That's been written up in a lot of medical websites on the internet.
Really? I'm surprised you took such an interest.
All that information is for anybody to find.
Well, the doctors have assured us that Lorenzo can make a recovery. So we're focusing on that right now.
That's good. You know, Alcazar is fortunate to have a woman who trusts him so completely.
What's your point here, Rick?
This guy Alcazar has been here in this hospital with a lot of time on his hands. He could have very easily perused those websites that I was just talking about. And when he found out the real symptoms of head trauma, it wouldn't have been difficult for him to try to fake them.
Why would Lorenzo fake a brain injury?
What do you think?
Oh, what an adorable child. I believe he has your eyes, Nicholas. And look at how alert he is. They say it's a sign of intelligence, you know?
So you work with Mr. Cassadine, sir?
Oh, well, you see, we're about to conclude a deal that is extremely beneficial to both of us. You could say it's going to save both our lives. Right, Nikki?
Thank you. You can put him to bed now.
Yes, sir.
Good night, little one. Let me help you. Good night.
You touch him, I'll kill you.
Well, you see, without me, you'll die in a matter of hours.
What do you want?
You're going to arrange a new identity for me, a new name, history, immigration records, and it needs to be ironclad. So if I get recognized as the man who took the Metro Court hostage, I'll just pretend that I'm my own twin, just like that oddly tattooed priest.
What do you want? A passport? What?
And tax records and birth certificates and a whole new life. This will take time and money to construct.
If I give it to you, you leave?
What? Waste the bulk of your resources? No. We will conduct business in the international markets. You see, the Cassadine holdings will be the perfect camouflage for my particular type of transaction.
I'll give you the identity, but that's it.
Well, we'll see about that. In about 15 minutes.
Oh, this is absurd.
If Lorenzo recovers Sky, he's facing criminal charges. Even worse than that, the covert ops people are probably going to hold him responsible for the whole Metro Court deal. Since Mr. Craig is nowhere to be found, and he's the one who's supposed to take the heat, right? And then there's the fact that he walked into Sonny's office and he tried to shoot him, and we have a witness to speak to intent, remember?
You wouldn't dare prosecute Lorenzo, Rick. He has enough evidence to incriminate you.
We're talking about reasons why Mr. Alcazar would want to fake his own brain injury here. He's got an ongoing turf war with Sonny and Jason. I'm sure that he's trying to throw them off balance by making them think that he's incapacitated.
Lorenzo wouldn't lie to me.
Are you sure about that? Given everything he has to gain.
Yes. I got it covered. There won't be any problems. No one suspects a thing.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, I answered the dedicated line. Told them everything was under control. That's what I was supposed to do, right?
Yes. You did well.
I think they believe me. How long can we keep this up?
As long as we need to.
Which I understand becomes more difficult to breathe as the poison takes effect. The pain is apparently excruciating. So, where do you say you are on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm not gonna play games with you.
No, I'm sure you're not. You see, your speech is already labored. I'm afraid that the poison is moving more rapidly than I expected. See, pain is a great motivator, partner.
We're not partners.
You see, I have the counteragent ready should you change your mind. It won't cure you, but it'll keep the symptoms at bay for the next 24 hours. Or you could call 911 and report me to the police. In that case, I will be carted off to jail and you will go to the hospital. But since you only have 30 minutes to live, you'll probably arrive DOA. What shall it be, Nikki? Shall I dial it?